All right, I'm Nick. So we're in the office today filming. We're gonna start filming here from now on. The goal is it should be a little easier to create content in the office because it's not loud. You know, out in the garage it's hard to film sometimes because Josh and Dan are producing parts. CNC machine is running, all kinds of noise. So hopefully we move this in here to make content creation easier so we can make videos faster, all that good stuff, right? So a few days back, a week ago or so, I mentioned the seat tethers and I mentioned the flexible locking knob for the drive systems. Obviously, they're both pretty much ready to go, but it takes time to make videos, do all this stuff, and we have a ton of orders thanks to you guys, so we stay very, very busy. I did put the seat tethers on the website last week. Now, we've had several orders from them already, people checking out. And I put a bunch of details in the description as far as what long is for and what short's for. I'm going to go back over all that stuff now. I already filmed a part of the video in the garage, and I'll show you guys the install out there on a PDL seat. I'm going to do the MK or the autopilot seat right here, right now. So there are two different sizes, right? One is long, one is short. The bar sizes on the seats are two different sizes, right? So if you have an autopilot or an MK, you have about 7/8 of an inch. If you have a PDL seat, it's about 1 inch, right? So we had to make two different sizes so they work. Put all that details in the description on the website. Because if you have a different seat from a different manufacturer, it'll still work. You just need to find the appropriate size. If for some reason you have a different size seat bar, let us know. We can make another variation of it, okay? So we had a gentleman reach out a while back, and he was like, hey, Nick, I bought your PDL seat spacers. I modified them, and I've been using them for this reason, okay? So I was like, hey, I can design something that works better. There's no reason to do that. Let's make an adjustment. So took the time, made these adjustments. Now, for the Autopilot MK, we're going to use the short version. They come in a pack of 2. Very, very easy to install, right? So the goal with this is you can install a split ring and you can attach anything. This key is just so it's easy to see it. I don't have fish grips or anything dangling around right here. There's a hole in the bottom and a hole in the top. That allows you to put that wherever you want to put it. If you put the split ring on this side, it'll actually lock it in place. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the camera, and then I'm going to aim it at this seat, and then I'm going to show you the install and the different locations. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to install it on this part of the seat. Obviously, it's super easy to do. This spins and it goes to that hole. It spins back and it locks it in place. Sometimes they're kind of stiff and you may need those pliers, especially if you're working on a seat. Obviously, this is a very easy place to work. When you're leaned over the edge of your kayak, it's probably not going to be as simple. All this does is spin around here, line up, and push in place. I could probably do it with my hands, but for the sake of this, we'll just use pliers, just so you guys can see it. Pull it tight, spin it back. You may have heard that little locking noise. It clicks in place. It's not going to go anywhere. It's super durable. Now, if you install the split ring on this hole, you won't be able to take this back apart. The split ring will hold it here, and it won't be removable without removing the split ring. Now, if you install it on this end, you can still spin this up and push it in place, snap that back. If you use other hole, it's not removable, okay? And I want to put that option there. That way, maybe someone fishes from multiple kayaks and they want to be able to move these. It's quick and it's easy. Okay, so now that you see me do it right here, here's a video of me doing it outside in the garage on a PDL kayak. Okay, we're out here. Here's the PDL. If you have a PDL, remember the PDL seat, the bar is a different size than the Autopilot and the MK. So there's two different sizes, a short and a long. The PDL gets the long version. Very, very simple install. These things are super simple to solve a very simple problem. Go around there, twist this, run it through the slot, twist it back, and you're good to go. Now you can put it on the outside. You can actually use them as seat spacers. You can put one here and one on the other side. It'll stop the seat from moving back and forth. It also will secure this line on the inside. You don't have to worry about these guys falling off or disappearing. You have two different holes, as you guys can see, for split rings. Depending on what hole you use, it'll actually lock it in place, right? If you put the split ring here, you won't be able to get the split or that system out through the slot. That way it's locked there, you never remove it. If you do plan on removing it, you can use the other hole right here, like this, and then that way you can remove it, install it, remove it, install it as many times as you need to. All right, so that's that. Super, super simple. It'll serve you well. They're very, very durable. Like everything else we make, it has a full warranty. If you figure out a way to break it, that's great. All I want to know is how you did it realistically. This material is pretty much amazing. You can do anything you want to do to it, and it just magically snaps back. I'm a huge fan. I like working with it. Extremely durable. Even if you fold it in half, it doesn't break. It just goes back. Oh, got a little dent. Doesn't matter. Bend it back. Do what you got to do. I'm a big fan of that stuff. It works really, really, really well. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, just leave a comment below or shoot me an email at nick@navarrekayakfishing.com. Thanks for watching.